This year's Monster Pods are brought to you by the Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge and our friends over at twinspires.com. The KDBC is back this year with a guaranteed $250,000 purse. Head over to twinspires.com today, click the tournaments tab, and get all the information you need on how to buy in or qualify for horse racing's newest major tournament.
The only person I can think of that flies almost as much as I do, if not more, Acacia Clement. How are you?
Hey JK, I'm doing well. Yeah, I feel like I've been living on JetBlue lately. It's my
Well,
home
good.
away
Hopefully,
from
they're
home.
giving you some perks.
Yeah, I know you and I were commiserating because I travel so much and I have, mosaic status with JetBlue. And I said I can't take another airline because I'm at that stage where I just hate traveling like a commoner. I hate to
They
say it.
they do it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about emerging market. Talking about your jet setting, you were there for emerging market's debut. It's been a quick turnaround. Only two races in his career. Now he shows up in the Kentucky Derby. What are your overall thoughts about him in the path in which he's taken, which is a very quick one?
Yeah, I saw him debut it down at Tampa, and it was on the undercard, a big race day. And there was actually a lot of buzz about the other horse in that race that finished second, called Power Shift for Todd Pletcher. That horse came back and ran terribly in the Tampa Bay Derby as a maiden, but I think he was kind of a case of running back too quick, whereas Emerging Market was given a little bit more time and would come on to win the Louisiana Derby following that. Now he's heading into the Kentucky Derby just off of his third start. I mean, even Justify went to Kentucky Derby in his fourth. So it is a big ask. Now he was really impressive, I thought, first time out and winning at a distance. And like I said, there'd been a lot of buzz about Power Shift, but I saw Emerging Market in the paddock and I said, wow, this horse looks amazing. I think he could be really good as well. And I think it's proved to be a really live race. He's had to fight in both of his efforts thus far, so he's shown some tenacity. But he is definitely going to be taking on his toughest task yet, to put it lightly, into the Kentucky Derby with that big field and, of course, top quality company.
You spend a lot of time around horses. I mean, what do you think it is that makes the third career start such a concern? Is it fitness? Is it something mental? Is it the maturity and understanding what could happen within a race, especially a race like the Derby? What are your biggest question marks or concerns when it comes to this only being his third career start?
I think it's really just the inexperience, to be completely honest. He has shown that he's able to overcome adversity, but it does make you kind of wonder too. With the Chad Brown group of 3-year-olds this year, he's really the only one heading into the Kentucky Derby now, with Iron Honor waiting for the Preakness, and then Canaletto and the best of the group in Paladin being sidelined. So you do see a strong chance with Emerging Market. He's earned his way there, but I can't help but wonder if he had, especially Paladin going, if it might be a little bit more enticing to wait for a race like the Preakness, give a little bit more time for Emerging Market. It's just that he has not experienced as much as some of the other horses in there have. The Kentucky Derby is a very rough race usually.
It's this feels like the Derby where it's not going to be just like one horse that you like. So the question I'll ask you uh, is his inexperience going to prevent you from being the type of horse that you think could win, or would he be one of the types of horses that you would just have to toss based on the fact that he hasn't had enough seasoning?
I think I'd be surprised if he won. But that being said, I think he has a ton of talent, and I would not be surprised to see him being a huge player in some of the 3-year-old races a little bit later on down the line. That being said, Chad Brown is the top quality trainer that he is for a reason, and if he thinks that he's ready to take on a race like the Derby, then you kind of have to trust in that. But I do think that there are some other horses that have shown a bit more thus far. There's kind of the core, I think maybe 4 or 5 at the top that seem really appealing going into this year's Derby.
In case I appreciate you taking the time.
As always, thank you.